Welcome to Claim Your Throne Queen. And today we have Heidy Nolasco, my friend.
Hi, Claudia. Thank you for having me.
I love that you're here. So, honey, tell me, what is new?
What is new? Wow. So, lots of cheerleading with the kids.
Oh my God.
Lots of soccer and baseball practice coming up. So, very busy and trying to make it work. Getting
Let's
business
talk
in as
about it.
well.
Let's talk about it. She's being modest right now.
Yes.
All right. So you are definitely someone that can talk about the working mom,
Oh, yeah. I
someone that really values you value your career.
I love my career.
You see, she loves her career.
Yeah. Not only do I value it, I love it.
Yeah.
But, and sometimes I get a little guilty because, I have my kids and I want my kids to be able to do all those activities,
Right.
But the activities take time.
I know.
So sometimes, I'm usually up out of the house by 7:20, the latest. I'm out of the house,
Really.
drop kids off. I'm at the office by 8:15, 8:20, do my thing, that I
What's your
have to
thing?
do.
What's your thing?
Do mortgages, call customers, call my fabulous realtors,
Oh my God.
get the loans either clear or get pre-approvals out to customers, and in between, like right around 2:30, I have to go pick up, drop off baseball batting practice, or then right after that cheerleading, and then right after that I still gotta come home and cook,
Oh my
make
God.
everybody dinner.
Exactly.
Because my kids don't eat at restaurants.
They do not. The mother does, but not the kids.
Not the kids, so it's also
This is a good thing.
it is a good
Have
thing.
they always been like that?
It's good, but it's also bad. It's
Right?
good
Because you don't have an out.
because I guess you kind of save money not eating out.
Right.
But then when you're on the run and you're like, wow, like sometimes I'm getting out of cheerleading in Mawa at 6:30.
I know.
And by the time I get home, it's 7. So really, by the time I'm done with dinner,
I remember those days.
it's
My God.
8 o'clock, and I hate eating at 9 o'clock, like depending on what you make. So I really pretty much live on either the crock pot for dinner or my pressure cooker to help me expedite my meal process.
These are the magic tools in the kitchen.
Yeah,
for-
so be sure
for
if
any
you have
working
kids
mom here.
and you're struggling, just be sure to get a pressure cooker
Oh my
and a slow
God.
cooker.
How old are they now?
10 and 12 and 23.
Oh my gosh. And we have a little special one too.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
a grandmother.
Yes. And how old is that beautiful baby now?
She just turned a year and 6 months, so
Oh
she's
my
8.
God.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Flies. I still feel like it was yesterday they told me, Mom, my son said, Mom, I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So your son, let's start with your son, and he's your oldest. He's
Yeah.
in the service.
He's in the service, so he's currently stationed in Augusta, Georgia.
Oh my God.
He's a communication specialist for the United States Army.
Wow.
Yeah. Very proud of him.
Aw. And we thank him for his services because
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you, Chris, if you're listening to this. I'm very proud of you.
aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
What school did he go to?
So he graduated from Pascack Hills High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he always know that he wanted to join the service?
Nope.
Oh.
He did not know. So it actually really all came about when we were looking at schools. We visited a couple of schools and I didn't see a spark. Nothing
No spark.
Nothing. And I was just frustrated.
Were you?
like,
I was
wow.
just gonna say, were
coming
you
from-
concerned? She said, I'm frustrated.
well, first of all, coming from where I come from, like when I went to college, I filled out my own applications. I filled out my own financially. Like my mom helped nothing. We never visited a college, not because she didn't want me to, but
Right.
my mom really just always worked. She was a single mom. So, I really did it all. So like when I was like, even when my son was doing it and I was helping him, I'm like, I did this all myself. How can you kids not do this? Like, whatever helped me to do this
So
paperwork.
did you go to high school? Where did you go to high school?
I went to high school. We moved around, so I feel like I went to every high school in Hudson
Oh
County.
my
I
God.
was in Union Hill for my freshman year. North Bergen High School, I did my sophomore and junior year. And my senior year, I ended up in Memorial High School. So I graduated from Memorial High School.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you have been all over Bergen County.
Literally, my mom didn't own a house. She rented, and pretty much it was wherever she landed. That's
A lot of our family members,
are
yes.
like that. So, yeah, that's why,
So when you went to school, did you know what you wanted to be? Like, how do you?
so I did. I actually
Wh-
wanted to be an attorney.
Oh my
I went
God,
to school to
tell
become an
me.
attorney.
Okay.
But I had Christopher my senior year, so I did get pregnant very young. So it was tough, doing school
Yes.
full time, doing job full time, raising a son, and then being able to go to school full time. So at some point, I decided to, I actually, while I was in college, I started doing mortgages. I started
Oh,
back in, yeah,
okay.
yeah. One of my girlfriends from college was a processor at a mortgage shop, and we got pretty close, and I saw that she made good money compared to what I was
Mm-hmm.
making at the time. So she said, they're willing to hire and train somebody. Why don't you come for the interview? So I went.
And Chris then was little at
Yeah,
that, right?
Christopher was 6 to a year old,
Oh my
6 months to a year old.
God.
Yeah, yeah,
But look at you, right? Because that had to be tough. But here
yeah.
you are.
I'll tell you one thing. I tell everybody I was able
Tell
to do
me.
that because I was so young. I don't know that I can do that at this age anymore.
Listen, I had my
There's
children
nothing like the
early.
young energy,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
it takes a lot more than energy for
Yeah.
you to, especially if you're so young at that point and everyone else is doing something different
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
and you have to structure differently, right?
Yeah, because it was straight. I pretty much when got up in the morning, went to work, from work, I went straight to school. So, thankfully I had a support from my mother and my grandmother. They helped me
Nice.
with Christopher. So, without my mom's help or my grandmother, I don't know if I would have been able to do it, but because I had the great support, I
That's
was able to do it all
awesome.
full time. Yep. Yep.
That is good.
It is good.
So, what does that feel like, being such a what did it feel like to you? Because I know what it feels like because I did it. Was there a time where you were like, okay, I wish I was doing what my friends are doing?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. At times, you know how it is when you have kids, you have to spend money on kids.
Yes.
Everything, raising a human. I don't know. There's a statistic. I think how much does it cost to raise a child?
Listen, please don't tell me because I don't want to know the right math. Okay.
There you go.
I
So,
have three. I don't want to know the correct math on that.
and being that young, so, while everybody was, having fun, clubbing and spending money on whatever they can if you had a good career. I
Yeah.
had responsibilities. I had to think first. So,
Yeah. You had to think about what you needed to do for him and
for him,
yourself.
yep. So
Yes.
everything changed, my whole aspect in life. I had to
Yes.
mature at a very young age, and but also I also feel like having him so young was what made me into the person that I am.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
it was tough, but I'm blessed. I am so proud of that kid. Yeah,
Aw,
yeah.
that is
I'm
so good.
blessed.
And
I'm
I'm
blessed.
proud of you
Thank
because,
you.
like I said, that's not an easy task.
It absolutely is. I know.
So are they close? Like, the two younger ones are close with
They're
Chris.
close to like a certain. It's tough to be close when you're not here,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
but when they were here, they were pretty
They were,
close.
yes, they're pretty close.
My kids always wanted to do, at least Nino. He wanted to do everything Christopher was doing.
Right. Because you have two boys and a girl.
Two boys and my queen.
And her
Yes,
queen.
my little,
Yes.
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're close, but
Well,
there's a
now it's
big
different because
age
there's
gap.
such a
It's
big
different.
gap, right?
So, but, we love our Siva, we love our granddaughter.
Aw.
That's her baby. Sometimes Stefani says, I think Siva became your favorite child. I'm like,
Oh,
she
oh,
just said that
yes.
this week.
She might be a little jealous.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
So that's good. And now you have, what are you looking forward to now that, because now you already know what to expect, right? Because you already been through this with Chris.
What am I
Is it
look?
different now? Do you feel different with these two?
It's definitely different.
Mm-hmm. Everything has changed.
One, everything changed, but also two, I felt like in a crazy way, Christopher, I always used to think of like my child. I had him young, I was a single
Yes.
mom. So I kind of did it by myself.
Right.
These other two kids, like, I have support from,
Yes.
their father. He's very involved. So
Yeah.
he kind of helps, like even being able to do the crazy things,
Of course.
like work and balance it, even though my mom cannot help me as much, or my grandmother, she passed away, she can help me.
Oh.
But, Anthony, I guess, picks up of the other 50% that needs to be done, with the kids. So
Listen, you survived one, so now you're going to survive these two.
this too, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when do you have time for Heidi?
Heidi, well, I tend to do Heidi time when my kids go to Anthony's house. So whenever they go
Oh,
to my
this is a good,
ex-husband's
this is
house,
good, this
yeah.
is a good plan. I'm so happy you said that because I've been the mom that got lost with everyone else's things and forgot about myself.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you especially are doing something for yourself other than, just working and
Yeah, no. So, I have great friends, and, that's another thing. There's nothing like your girlfriends,
I know
they cheer you up. So I make time. I try to meet with
you
my
do make
friends
time.
always, at least once a quarter. Sometimes we get busier, but I would say even on monthly basis, I try to see most of
Yeah.
my friends once a month. If it's not possible, at least once a quarter, but we stay in touch.
How important is that? How important has that been?
It's very important because they kind of, at least the group of friends that I have,
Yeah.
they keep me centered. They just, you get wrapped up in your everyday stuff,
Yeah.
and to be able to speak to people that grew up like you, speak your
Your
language
language. I
of
know when we go out, it's always
hustling.
like, yes.
It's always great to, just
Know that someone else understands what you're going through.
exactly.
I know because that happens a lot with us when we're just like together. And I've had my moments that I've called you and I'm like, I just don't even know what I'm going to do anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Because everyone sees us like, oh, perfect. Right? And there's something about when there's something wrong with your kids, it's like, but another mother will spot it.
Oh, yes. Not only another mother was spotted, sometimes I feel like when we're in the situation, we just it's we just get wrapped up on that. But, having other mothers that been through it, for you being outside of my situation to be able to say, Heidi,
Yes.
I understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling, but, know this,
Yes.
so it's
It's a
nice.
different perspective.
It's your support system. I love having my support system.
I think that makes a huge difference.
Yes.
There are a lot of mothers that do not have that.
Yeah, yeah.
I was one of those at some point, and I've noticed the difference between having someone to at least call,
Yeah. Even,
just to listen to me.